sweaty palms, knees that buckle, rapid heartbeat, which is a thought running through your mind that you can't find a solution to. It's just worrying. These are all symptoms of stress. And today we're going to be talking about stress, causes, symptoms, and some ways to deal with stress. What is stress? Stress is the body's way of responding to a demand or a threat. Stress is anxiety and worry. You can have a thought running through your mind. It seems to be no solution. It can be something that's just bringing fear to you uh, just all day long. That's considered stress. You don't want to confuse any thought running through your mind a lot. Stress. They can be. We can have positive thoughts. A guy can think about a girl all day long. She could run through his mind. He's not fearful of her thought running through his mind. That's not stress. But anything that causes you to worry, uh, that's stress. The clinical definition of stress is it refers to a situation that causes discomfort or tension to the body. The body reacts three different ways to stress. It's a mental reaction, a physical reaction, an emotional reaction. An emotional reaction is someone who maybe it can cause you to cry, it can cause you to be sad. Physical reaction is the fight or flight. Something unexpected happens or situation just suddenly occurs. Some people might take flight and run from the situation, and some people might stand there and face it. That's why they call it the fight or flight. And it's also the mental reaction. Stress plays a part in it, causes you to think about something a lot. Thought that dwells in your mind for a long time, even causes you to play out the negative aspects of what could happen. Now we're going to talk about the causes of stress. Some causes of stress are death in the family, or sick or ill family member, divorce and marriage, loss of a job, or just work itself, financial problems, chronic illness or injury, or fear of the unknown. Symptoms of stress include low energy, headache, upset stomach, which includes nausea, diarrhea, constipation. Most people will not consider these to be symptoms of stress, but they actually are. It's actually been research done that shows that people bowel movements tend to change when they're stressed. You can look it up. Rapid heartbeat, loss of sexual desire, or the ability to have sex. These are extreme cases of stress. Depression, someone who's sad mood, someone who's just sad all day, nothing can make them happy. That's depression, and that's when stress is getting to a serious point. You want to get it under control. Some solutions to stress. Uh, Most religious, spiritual people is God, praying, meditation. You want to think positive. Every time you have a negative thought, you want to overtake that thought with something positive. Tell yourself, yes, you can, when all the thoughts, no, you can't, or this is going to go wrong. You replace it with a new thought, no, it will go right. That help the body to start reacting a certain way, making you feel better. Exercise, also good for stress. When you exercise, the body produces, well, not the body, but the brain produces transmitters called endorphins that makes the body feel good. You want to eat well. There's certain foods that cause the stress hormone to rise, such as sugar, uh, alcohol, processed carbohydrates, and also caffeine. So as much as you can, you want to try to steer clear of those or not indulge too much in those types of foods or drinks. And just to give you all some statistics on stress, there's certain countries with the least amount of stress and the most stressed countries. The least stressed countries are as follows: Denmark, which reports that 91% of the population says they're not stressed. Finland, 85.9% of the population says they're not stressed. Canada, 78% of the population says that they don't feel stressed. And what factors into these numbers are they have good economic health over there. They have low unemployment rates, good work and family life balance. So they get to spend time with the family, also go to work, And those two don't run into each other. They balance out well. Worry less about health and violence. About the health and worry less about violence over there. And both of those countries are financially stable countries. Now, the most stressed countries, or the ones at the top of the list, are Nigeria, with 70% of people reporting that they're stressed. Pakistan, 52% people reporting that they're stressed. Egypt, 51% of the people report that they're stressed. And one thing about these countries is they have very low life expectancy rates. Nigeria's life expectancy rate for most people is 53 years old. Pakistan, 67 years old, and Egypt is 68. And factors that play into the reason they're stressed is they have low life expectancy rates. You can understand why they might be stressed growing up, not planning to live long. Government corruption, homicide rates, high unemployment rates, and famine, food crisis in certain areas. Not being able to eat, feed the family, causing stress. And these are all statistics according to the OECD, which stands for the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So, in conclusion, stress can be detrimental to the human body. Therefore, you need to take care of yourself and your loved ones and find a solution. My friends, stay stress-free.